Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back, and finally I have received my copy of the DNA Toys EarthWorm Jim action figure with Snot. Now I have to hold on to my packaging because mine came in with a little hump in it, so it won't stay up. But let's get a look at this packaging. So we got Jim, every accessory you see with the window, all that good stuff. Here is one side with all the other characters, and of course is going to be part of this. Spin around like a top. Here, of course, is an artwork. On the bottom right there, you have a bio about EarthWorm Jim. And then the back, of course, it is the same render again, but with everything you get in this packaging, along with, of course, the properties of EarthWorm Jim as well, and also the DNA logo also. So without further ado, and before I drop this packaging with the figure inside, let's get him open and see what he's got. So getting this guy out of the packaging and everything out with him, I had my expectations low, I'm going to be honest, because I have seen multiple reviews of this guy where some people had tight joints, they had a lot of bad QC issues with the head sculpts and all that kind of stuff on the body. I'm here to report that my copy doesn't have any joint issues at all. Like, the joints on my copy is buttery smooth. I don't have a single issue. And the QC issues paint-wise, I don't really have that many, to be honest, other than I've got a little blue spot. If I can get my camera to focus, I've got a little blue paint stuff on the collar. As you can tell, that really is it. There's no real wrong with this side right here. There's no real problem on this head sculpt, which I'm happy to report. The other issue I've got is a little tiny paint spots right here that just needs a little white paint is all, and that can be touched up. And then, of course, this hand right here, because it's painted in blue plastic, because it's white, excuse me, and it's painted blue, you got some of that where it chipped off right there. Now I do have, of course, you know, the flaking as well on my copy. That's from them painting, of course, the wrist hinge and all that stuff on this. But I mean, other than that, I don't really, like I said, I don't really have any other issues with my copy on here other than those little paint spots. Other than that, really nothing else I can really say that is bad. Now, yes, like everybody else, I do not have a really good articulation in the torso area. I don't have good range. Everywhere else I do. It's just this one, like many others, because of the straps and everything, you don't really get good range. But other than that, he is good on those little mistakes. So I'm going to start now. Let's bring in his accessories. So we're going to take a first look at Snot's many forms. This one right here is really well painted, other than I got a little spot on his thing right here. This is actually where the paint is coming off of it. But other than that, everything else is looking really good here. I don't think I'm going to use this one as much, but it does look nice. For the other form of Snot here, again, this one is painted very, very well done. So there's that. And then full Snot right here in normal form, painted very, very nicely. Other than I got a little issue right here and a little spot right there. But other than that, really no other problem with it whatsoever, which I'm pleased to report. The other ones I want to bring in is now, of course, his ray gun, which is a red plastic. The only thing that's painted is, of course, the yellow ball, but that is painted very nicely as well. And, of course, the other hands, as I said, it is white plastic but painted blue. You got his two trigger finger hands. They are painted completely covered. Not a single problem right there with these two. And also he comes with posed out open palm hands, which, again, are painted very nicely, which is good to see. Now, finally, the other two issues were the heads. Here is the first head. Camera getting focus. My only copy has this little spot above his eye. You can't really see it probably. But other than that, and then of course got a little spot right here. But other than that, he really doesn't have any other issues on this head sculpt other than that little spot right here. The teeth is painted very nicely. Everywhere else is just painted so well. Other than that little spot in the eye and that little part back here, this one's painted very nice. And then, of course, you got this one, the smiling, cheeky smile head. There really is nothing wrong with this one other than he's got a little spot right there next to his pupil. If you can see it right there. And of course I got a little spot right there. But nothing really to write home about. I mean, my copy, it came in really well, very well done. I mean, all the head sculpts, like I said, other than the body part, other than some little pieces on the body, I don't really have that many issues. I got lucky. That's all I can say. I got lucky with this. So, anyway, let's go into comparing this guy with some other figures. For your action figure comparisons, here he is with the Marvel Legends Astonishing Wolverine and the WWE Monday Night War Ultimate Edition Roddy Piper. After looking at everything that we have seen today with this figure, what are my overall thoughts? Again, like I said, coming in this, I had my expectations low because, again, you're getting a cheap figure that is not a bootleg. It's an actual product. It's official product. Apparently, the story goes that these were fixed and completed, and then, of course, these were sent. DNA Toys did not like the quality of these figures, so they were sent back. So to make some money, so the manufacturers, to make some money back, they send these out to multiple people from China. But again, you're paying 20 bucks or under 20 bucks for a really good 6-inch action figure. Many people have said, well, if you're an EarthWorm Jim Figure fan, you should go out and buy this. But if you're not, skip it. I would say don't skip out on it because it is a really good figure. Again, don't set your expectations too high because, again, you will have some quality control issues. Most people I've seen have QC issues with is either joints or paint. Nothing else really anybody has had an issue with. And yes, for the real price that's on Big Bad Toy Store, do I think this is worth the $60 price that they're asking on BBTS? No, I don't think so. Everything you get here is worth 20 bucks. I think you owe it to yourself to go and buy this figure. It is on AliExpress. Just type in EarthWorm Jim action figure or DNA and you will, of course, you'll find this EarthWorm Jim figure. You'll find the head pack, which I do plan on getting at a later date. You'll also see Cyclocrow. They do not have Professor Monkey for a head, though. That's the only one. But they also have Bob the Killer along with Fish. So that's a pretty good addition as well. So if you want to get this guy, I recommend go out and get him while you can because he's definitely worth a full price. Anyways, guys, I appreciate y'all stopping by today. That is all the time I have. Y'all know what to do. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, take care.